Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today we have Enhypen Desire Unleash concept film photos with Engene Ver. Okay, so I really haven't seen anything apart from I know that they're trying to escape and that there is a game attached to this. But yeah, this is the last concept film and photo for like all the videos, and so finally I don't have to edit anything like this ever again, because this is like editing nightmare, to be honest. But yeah, so today we have this, and tomorrow we'll have the album preview. They did also release the track list, so we're going to look at that as well after photos. I'm going to try to keep this short, maybe like 25 minutes or less. Fingers crossed. But you know how I am, so we'll see. I did create a playlist for like Desire Unleash, like all of the reactions that I'm going to have, so now you have a place where you can watch me spiral through every single video. Yeah, with that said, let's get right into it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Spooky. There are no subtitles. I have no idea what they're saying. If the game is anything like this, I'm not playing it. No. Maybe I'll play it, I don't know. I don't know what's happening, so all I see is like visuals. The way this is set up, like a Flash game. Okay, first of all, it's very much giving, I need to look at this up because I actually like do not remember, but I need to see photos before I like truly remember. Yes, it reminds me of the Vampire Diaries game that came out in 1996. Because remember, Vampire Diaries is an old book. I don't know when it actually came out. First book, see, yeah, 1991 was the first book, okay? But that's what it's very much giving. I love the, yeah, it literally looks like a game you either, in the 90s, or just like a game that you would see like on a GameCube. I really love the graining, and then like the UI with all the stuff you have in your bag. Yeah, let's go to the pictures next. Okay, so now we have the pictures. I just want to say one thing. I think that the Engene version is probably lore related. The other versions were not, so I want to know, if any of y'all know, what is the lore? Let me know. Okay, so now we have both parts of the Engene concept photos, and then at the very end we have the track list. So we're gonna go through them one by one. Hopefully it won't take 20 minutes to do so. But yeah. I did kind of group these by like size just to make my life easier for editing, but yeah. And then for these type of photos right here, they are in from oldest to youngest. So, 이성, 01. Now the thing is, I actually don't remember if they have us like associated numbers. They might have, just because they play netball, and I know Ann team has jerseys and they have numbers. But let me know if they actually have like representative numbers attached to their like characters. Also, this is very much giving Maverick by the boys. It's just like the number and then the collar. It's very much giving that. Okay. J99. Okay, make these contacts. Jake 05. Jake, my bias. 05, my lucky number. Match made in heaven. Sunghoon 23. Love the hair in the face. Sunu. Oh my god. Oh, 07. So good. Jungwon. Oh my god. Again, with these like steel blue, gray contacts. These have to be like my favorite color contacts that they've worn in any of the concept photos. They've worn them a lot. And then Nikki. Ugh. Not a real person. Not a real person whatsoever. Oh my. Yeah, these photos are definitely visually and aesthetically different than the previous like versions. Oh my god. Wow. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. These shots are really good though. There's not much going on besides like the coloring from like the walls and stuff, but because everything looks so medical, it's kind of hard to make that aesthetically pleasing, but they're doing a good job so far. See, it's like the reflection, but then it's like very blurred, and then it's like the blue coloring. Crazy. Okay, so we have O2 line. I love how as you get further away from the foreground, it gets darker and darker. I love you can see Jake fully, but then when you get to Sunghoon, you can literally almost only see from like his eyes down. But then when you get to Jay, you can literally just see the shirt and then like the silhouette of his face and his ear, and that's it. Genius. Genius. I am actually not going to attempt to read what that says. I'm not. Again, with the hair. I want to know where they shot this, because it could be one, either a old parking lot, to an abandoned or an abandoned building that just looks like a abandoned medical center. But I want to know. That's a cool photo. That's a really cool photo. I really like how you can still kind of see everything, but you're just focused on the spotlight and the subjects that are in the spotlight. Okay, now attempt to see who's who. That's Heesung on my left. Still probably your left, I don't know. Jungwon, obviously. Guessing with the longer hair, Nikki. And then Sero, maybe? Because it looks like Sunghoon, but I know Sunghoon has a different shirt. But I really like the UI, the screen, not the screen, the video recording UI. We've been interrogated for 20 hours, 2 minutes, 12 seconds, and 8 milliseconds. It's a long time. Okay, so then we have Jake, Jay, Sunghoon. Okay, wait. We have Teeth line and then Lucifer line. Does that mean are we gonna get unit songs again? Are we gonna get unit songs again? Oh, please do. Please. Okay, and then we have this scene. I love the night vision. Wait. Why? Okay, see, the time for these interrogations could happen simultaneously and different, because there are different angles. So different rooms, different cameras, same exact time. This one doesn't make sense. Because it doesn't have to be time necessarily. It could be 2002, December 8th, 2002, which is Sungwoo's birthday. The thing is, like, why would they put that there? Like, why? I don't know. Why would they put that there? That's literally the only thing I can think of. It's either the time or it has to do with someone's birthday. Weird. Ah, another one. These shoes, hopefully we will get like a better like angle of Nikki's shoes. But I want to know how like tall the heel is, because those are definitely like boots, or like they have some form of a platform because they're thick. This is not. This does not look like Nikki. That's crazy. That does not look like Nikki whatsoever. He is staring right in my soul. Again with these contacts. And the way the light is just hitting his hair to make it platinum blonde. I think that Jongwon and Sunwoo probably have like my favorite aesthetic pose outfits for this whole Desire Unleashed concept versions. I think those are my two favorites, if I'm being like truly honest, because I don't know, they just like sell it, not to like the other members don't sell it, but they both sell it in a way that it's like not expected. Because with like, especially with Make, like you expect like everyone else kind of besides Jong and Sunwoo, you expect them to give you what the concept is, like right off the bat. But then you have Sunwoo in the high-waisted pants, white button-down shirt, the corset with the long, like, latex glove, sitting in the chair, like, just like, okay. And then you have Jongwon with the chainsaw. And then you're like, oh. Because with the other members, you're already expecting them to like be really good at this concept. But then when both of them hit you with like, oh, this concept, it's like a slap in the face. It's like, it makes you rethink your bias. Because if I've been truly honest, my bias from Enhypen has changed 3 times. It was Heesung debut, and then during Bite Me era, it was Nikki. Right now, it is Jake. But you know, Jongwon slowly creeping up there. slowly. We have a different, like, no, this is like the same shot of Houston was. The coloring, the warmth opposed to like the cold blue. Yeah, see, this looks like Nikki. That other photo, I think it's like the angle or something. It's like, that did not look like Nikki whatsoever. A different angle. So I think this is the part 2 of the Engene photos. Okay, so the boots. I think Jungwon's wearing them too. No, Jungwon's not wearing the same one, it's a different one. There is a heel. There's about like maybe an inch and a quarter. It was like really nice. Again, like, are there gonna have unit songs? I really hope so. God, the Memorabilia album is like slaps. Anything that's like, any song that's from Webtoon slaps. I think Jungwon is ultimately the star of this version. Gosh. Okay, see, and now we have okay. We have 2 sets of IV bags. One probably, I don't know what they put in IV bags, to be honest with you. Other one's blood. So that could be one or 2 things. You are taking blood. If so, that's not the correct way to do so. Because I have blood drawn many times. Or during transfusion. Probably a transfusion, but I don't know also how they do that. But the thing is, the once clear bags, the part where there's like not blood is stained, meaning that it was full and kind of like dripped down, maybe. Because there is like a clear line of what is like stained and like what is not. But I wonder, like, why? I want to know if this is part of the lore and where this would take place. Because honestly, even though I know they were like experiment, but that was like when they were little, before they burned down the orphanage. So like, did they get captured again? Because I did not finish Blood Altar, and I did not finish the new one, the prequel, yeah, the prequel. So I'm kind of like, I know someone suggested, I don't know what video, but someone suggested that to watch a lore video that basically explains the webtoon. Maybe I will do that. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that soon. Probably before come back. So next week is the week after, because comeback doesn't come out until Thursday. So, but yeah, it's just very interesting. Now we're on to the static poses of it all. So prepare for a lot of peace signs. You're just standing there. That too. he is also staring like directly at me, and it's like it's very I might use this one in my thumbnail. That's that's very Sunghoon. Just like in the like in I guess character, and then just himself, just like zoned out and just standing there. Yeah, I do not know what this shirt says whatsoever. Little cats, cute. Again with these contact colors. Gosh, I like how even though they're all wearing white, there are like parts of the right outfits where it's like dirty and stained because, you know, they've been held captive. Yeah, okay. So crazy. It's crazier. That's crazy. That is unreal. Again with these freaking contacts. I need this robe to be just like put away. This is not. Oh, this is another angle. Oh, this is the photo they use for the one for something again. I swear Sunu is a shapeshifter, and you cannot like tell me otherwise because the way he looks different in every single photo. My God. I love like how it has like the yellow green like backlighting of it. But if I'm being truly honest, this very much reminds me of that TikTok. I just need the heartbreak anniversary. I just need Nikki just like be in the center, and then it's like recreating it. That's like literally one of the only like TikToks that I have saved, like from a K-pop like profile page, whatever. Like literally still have it saved on my phone. Visual, 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 visual. Gosh. this yeah, Jungwon is really the star of this version. Gosh, I really miss blonde hair Jungwon. I really do. I really do. I think somehow this is worse than that photo where he's licking the knife. Don't know why, but somehow this is worse. Somehow worse. Is he wearing, again with these free I feel like everybody had these contacts in. It's crazy. Okay, so that was part 1 and part 2 of the Desire Unleash concept photos for the Engene ver, and then now we have the track list. Yay! So what I'm gonna do is we are going to go through the track list, and I am going to kind of predict what sound, what the genre or what the song might sound like based off of any producers that I recognize, or just like the name of the song. And then tomorrow we will see if I am correct, or close to correct, or not at all correct. So yeah. Okay, we have first song, Flashover. Okay, so I do not recognize any of these producers, which is okay, because then it's just the out there guess. So, Flashover. Now, with some of these, maybe is it an actual word in the dictionary? Okay, a flashover is a rapid transition in a fire where the temperature and the fuel in a compartment reach their ignition point, causing all combustible materials to ignite almost simultaneously. Okay, so that's a flashover. So this might, okay, so very, very, very much like in brand with like Desire. Flashover. I'm trying to think of like all the songs that like either the music video is like fiery or like, you know what? This is just out on a whim because I'm thinking like fire, and I'm just thinking about like a couple scenes. AT's I'm the One, Firework. I think that's what Flashover might give. Maybe. Because I really can't think of anything else where it's like, or it could give Obsession by EXO, but kind of like, that's, yeah, honestly it could, so like those two, just because like Obsession and Desire kind of can go hand in hand, not always, but it could. And there are a couple scenes. Yeah, those two. So ATEEZ on the one, Firework / EXO Obsession. That's my prediction for Flashover. Okay, so next we have the title track, or what I'm guessing is the title track, Bad Desire, with or without you. Now, off the top of my head, first, the only producer I recognize is Enhypen. But based off the title alone, nothing really comes to mind. So I am just going to say that it might be another version of No Doubt, but probably more sensual and probably more like R&B, like early Usher R&B. Or like, you can go in that direction, or like early Chris Brown, where it's like still kind of poppy, but very like R&B. So that's my, that's what I think for Bad Desire, with or without you. Okay, now we have Outside, and I do not recognize any of these producers. Great. Outside, I have no idea. So I'm just gonna go on a whim and say that this is a song that almost like literally every album has. The one where you're just singing, right? And there's vocals. So this will be their Moonstruck. I will say it, Outside might be their Moonstruck, in the sense where very like raw vocals, but still R&B. Doesn't necessarily have to have choreography with it, but it's like something you want to like slowly move to, right? Okay, and then we have the Korean version of Loose, my favorite song. I don't need to predict, I already know what it, I had like 3 reactions on it. Okay, next we have Helium. Now wait, I need to look up one name because, okay, first, Jay has a producing credit, yay, happy, but Edwin Honret, there's one I know. He's in Pretty Much. Pretty Much was my version of a K-pop group, because I listened to Pretty Much 2015. I started listening to Pretty Much 2015. I didn't get into K-pop until 2020. So like that type of boy bands was my K-pop. Okay, now that he's in this, I was like, I recognize the name, but I was like, is that him? Okay, with that knowledge, Helium. Okay, Helium's gonna be one or two things. Helium is going to be a powerful ballad-esque song, maybe with like a little, like some type of like rock elements, or it could be very much like a dancey dance type of song. No, I take that back. I'm gonna use one of his examples. If you haven't listened to it, like, pretty much, you should definitely listen to pretty much. So there are 2 songs that I'm thinking. One, both of these songs are by pretty much. One, Open Arms, great song. You don't know what I'm talking about? You have a new band to listen to. Okay, so it could be Open Arms, or it could be, what's the song? I don't remember it. Blind. I was right. It'd be Blind. So both of them are really like vocal and like ad-lib, like kind of forward, but it still has, again, an R&B feel to it, because I think this entire album is going to be like that based on the name alone. It just makes sense. So that's my prediction for that one. Too close. Max. Okay. Max. I know who Max is, obviously. If you don't know who Max is, then, especially in the K-pop world. Also, if you haven't watched Rags or How to Rock. But again, I've been listening to Max since like 2016, so I'm very familiar with his work. I don't know if it's going to if it might sound like younger Max or like now Max, because younger Max, you had 2 different sides. You had the very like soft, kind of like a song that might play in like a jazz club, or you have a song that's like kind of meant for the radio but was never played on the radio. So it could be either one of those 2. I am thinking, because we need something other than R&B, I'm thinking this might be a song that might be played at a jazz club. Yeah. And then we have Bad Desire, English for, and then we have Loose. So yeah. So that was Enhypen's Desire, Unleash, concept film photos for Engene, and then the track list, and basically my predictions on what each track may or may not sound like, but we'll see tomorrow when I actually react to the preview. But you know, famously, when they do this, they show play 5 seconds, and it's not enough to grasp on what it sounds like, so that'd be fun. But yeah, the last concept film and photo, we made it. God, this was a lot of content. Crazy. But yeah, I think that's it. Like I said, I made a playlist with all of my reactions so far for Desire Unleash. Tomorrow will be the album preview, and then maybe I'll watch the lore video. That might have to be in a couple different parts because I know it is long. And then the week after next, Thursday, we will have the comeback. Now with that, I am going to try to react to it same day and post it same day, Thursday. Don't know what time it'll be posted. Luckily I don't have work, but I also am not getting up super early for it. So probably the latest that it will be posted, 12. That gives me enough time to like, oh, if I sleep in. Yeah, so probably before 12 it'll be posted. So I'm scared, I'm nervous, but we won't know for sure until I listen to these previews. So yeah, with that said, I will see y'all in the next one.